What's happening, everybody? Sorry, just give me a couple seconds. Mute that, mute that. That, and chat. Oh, I have multiple chats open. That's not supposed to happen. Why don't I have YouTube chat? There we go. Now I have YouTube. Okay, that can go over there. That goes there. I didn't... mess with audio settings on this one, did I? No. Okay. Sorry, just double checking everything's correct. That's correct, that's correct. And that's correct. And we got my notes somewhere there. All right. Where were we? Tuesday. If I can scroll to the bottom of my notes, we finished. We did like 3/4 of the third plane. Did I do any doors? I don't think I did any doors. I think it was just a long... Plane 6 was just quite a bit longer than the rest of planes have been so far. Get that cursor out of there. Oops. So, oops. Somebody apparently leveled from that. I think it was Kevin. He's barely 90 experience away from leveling after the last boss fight. There's a guy there. I don't want to fight him. Alongside 2 dogs. Zerum powder. At this rate, I'm basically just gonna finish the game and then have like 30 doors left over. Ish. I don't know, maybe I'll do some of the mini-game doors offline. We'll see how I feel. But we might have a couple streams that are just doors at some point. Ooh, there's a good chest in here. Yin yang. CO3 key, that's what we needed from here. Probably. Now, do I remotely know where I am? Not a freaking chance. Oh, the dog got a turn. Did a little bit of damage.
Nicely done.
Well, maybe Richard gets a level before the next boss fight. That was fast. So I should start a recording. One of the nice things is for Christmas, I got one of these. So, which means I don't have to tab out to start a recording. Which means every single recording isn't going to start with the game being paused, because this game pauses completely when you tab out. We got some new ordnance. Should just pause the recording while I do ordnance. It also means I can very easily pause. Man, Tita has a lot of really good gems equipped. She's got a lot of very good gems on. I don't have haze on anyone still, do I? No, okay. You have move 2, so I don't feel bad. Did I not get another Onyx? Oops. I did get a new Onyx gem. Quartz. Slot. Richard. Here, on the people I think I'm going to use a lot, I don't know if I'm going to use Richard a lot, but we got a lot of Sepith from the laboratory one, so oh, we got a lot of EP to recover. All that just so I can give Richard Onyx gem. I can give him Evade 4 as well. I don't have another one of those, do I? No, and then I don't have an HP 4, HP 5. I don't even have an HP 4 to give to someone, probably Kevin. Alright, let's unpause. You made it, I see. Is this him? Brigadier General Cassius. I thought the ordeal revolving around the Oriole was over. But it looks like that was premature of me. I doubt even Ragnard saw this coming. What about you and the Gralsritter, Kevin? Did you? Nope, it took us completely by surprise. Although, I can't say for sure whether the bigwigs at the top of the congregation for the sacraments had any idea this might happen. I do wonder. Well, I suppose there's no point in debating that now anyway. Let's get down to business. As you know, I'm the third of the Guardians. If you defeat me, you can move on. If you can't, the road ahead will remain forever closed. Of course, you already know as much, don't you? Indeed, we came fully resolved to deal with what we knew was waiting for us. Defeating you will allow me to finally cut down my hesitations and move forward. And for that reason, I will hold back nothing. That's what I wanted to hear. Incidentally, if I may, Princess Claudia, I don't suppose I would be able to ask you to step aside and have someone else fight in your place, would I? Afraid that won't be possible. I doubt I could defeat you in a battle of swords, but I do have confidence in my ability to use arts to fight and support my friends. So I have no intention of stepping aside and every intention of helping everyone here on to victory. Very well then. By the way, Tita, is it true your parents have come home? Oh, yes it is, just recently. You know my mom and dad? I do. Your father in particular. He helped me out an awful lot during my early days of being a bracer. He must have been pretty worried about you. All the more reason to have you return to safety. Have you returned safely? Yep. Well, I think that's enough talking. It's time we got started. As I'm sure you understand already, I couldn't hold back even if I wanted to. So, Richard, I only have one thing to say to you. Yes, sir. Defeat me. That is all. I shall. Oh, he's not summoning extra bullshit. He's just... Ooh, it's a lot of damage. Oh, I love this. I love this arrangement of this song. This is sick. I know, Clock Up isn't AoE. It's La Forte that is. Do you have any buffs? I forget. No. Okay, let's give her some speed though, and 80,000. Get back there. I have a bad feeling about that. All right. We try easy. Nuh-uh. You don't have any fire equips. I wish that was AoE. I guess I should use Kevin's S-Craft. Pretty much right away. I didn't choose retry. You Cassius, you've got less health. There's a reason I precast that. I assume you resist blind? Yeah. That's a pretty big block. I can't chain with Tita. I guess that makes sense. Well, we may as well S-Craft on the crit turn. Get out of here. For what it's worth, even if he had the extra 8,000 health, I'm pretty sure I still win this. Although I don't like him healing that much HP. Let's heal Tita, actually. I think we're spread out enough. Yeah, I don't know why he got an extra... I don't know why he had 8,000 HP reduced. I didn't select retry easy. Oh well, I'm not gonna think about it too much. That's funny. Tita... Tita was level 126. But like just barely 126. She was so close to leveling up, and Kevin had just leveled up. I think. Pretty sure Tita was 126. I think Tita lapped Kevin there. Because she got more experience because she was a lower level. Unless I'm mistaken. Ugh, I think all those rumors about his strength were underselling him. We did it. Congratulations, that was a well-earned victory. So, Richard, have you finally been able to clear aside your hesitations? I believe so. No matter where life may end up taking me, the swordsmanship I learned from you will always have a place and a use. As such, I intend to keep following the path I've chosen for myself, pride in my heart. Well said. Although I can't pretend not to be a tad disappointed. If you'd returned to the army, I could have piled all my work onto you and Sid. Looks like I'm not going to be able to retire anytime soon. I'm afraid not. But know this, as my final duty as a member of the military, I will resolve this crisis and return everyone to the real world. No doubt of that. I'll be counting on you. Regardless, my time here is short. So I'll make this brief, Kevin. By now, you must have a fairly good idea who the Lord of Phantasma is, correct? Yeah, I just need one last push to be completely certain. Probably get that push in the next area, too. See. It's not really my place to say anything more to you. So I would ask only that you not forget this. No man is an island, no matter how much they may wish to isolate themselves from others. No one can live their life truly alone. Oh, Cassius. The final one. Well, we have but one area remaining now. After what we've accomplished here, I'm not sure we have anything to fear. Indeed. Let's head back to the scenic route and check the final monument. That way we can find out what the condition for opening it is. Except I do want to leave still. Or do I want to go back to the starting area, I think? Yeah, Tita was one level below Kevin. But she passed Kevin because she was a lower level, so she got more experience. So did Chloe, actually. So we warp to Impregnable Fortress? Because there's still the path on the right when you go in. There were treasure chests here. Super Gladiator headband. Oh, I forgot to check the chests for dialogue. Oh well. Super Gladiator belt. Fits was on the inside, now look at what you've done. Alright, what is this stuff? Super Gladiator headband. Actually, I think that might be best on Kevin. Because Kevin... Oops. Kevin's S-Draft is very good, so just increasing auto CP up for Kevin just lets me have more turns of invulnerability. Either that or Chloe, but Chloe already has a lot of arts up. Or a lot of spots taken up by her arts up. So it's not this. It's not this map. Should be this map? Yes. In my lord's place, I, the Schwarzwitter, do decree, here lies the Black Ark. Place your hand on this monument, the orphan of a lost village among your number. What? That's... Orphan of a lost village? Well, this is the most obvious one so far. That one is pretty easy. Well, Richard, it was nice to include you in the party. The game has decreed it's Joshua's turn, though. I used Vander I guess I used Vander, like, once at the start. A couple of times. I know he was needed for one of the doors. So I probably used him in the Grancel plane. That would make sense. All right. I don't know why I healed. I should buy Josh a weapon. So he's gonna have a 700 strength weapon. Now he's gonna have a 900 strength weapon. Lose a little bit of other stats, but that's okay. But what am I giving you? That and all stats up except RNG. That's reasonable. Gotta give him attack 4. Wish I could give him another attack 4. That has to be black. No, this should be evade 3. This should be attack 4. can be an action for... Because that can be cast too. Don't have incredible art strength. What's yours? 1824. What's yours? 1384. No, his art strength is frankly dog shit. Why does Kevin have 300 art strength over him? Like, I get that's 75. Like, they both have mind 4. Whatever. I'm not going to concern myself with it. Let's get Josh battle ready, as it were. Drink from the fountain of youth. But 6th plane. Looks like we got another 3 places to warp in. Whatever this black arc is. This screen, it's this screen. Just walked right into that. Did get slapped by that. Touch the monument. I wonder, do I actually need to have Joshua in the party? Like, is it legal to touch the monument, warp back to the base, take Joshua out, and then warp back in once I get a teleport point? I'm not gonna do it, but I suppose it's theoretically possible. So our next area is the Glorious, huh? Or rather, a version of it that's black instead of crimson. Well, at least we know what the black arc was referring to now. Looks like it's the same size as the original Glorious. It has the same layout, too. We can't be sure until we actually go inside and look around, though. This looks like it's gonna be a barrel of laughs. Though we should have figured as much since it's our last area to go through and all. It'll most likely be full of Ouroboros archaisms, just like the laboratory was, too. You know the drill. Guards up, guys. Got it. Alright, so what's my goal here? Will I sign your chest? I like that one. You mean there's nothing behind me? Just a child. Oh, baby, that's a lot of chests. Hashtag treasure chest life. When did this localization come out? When was this game localized? What the hell? $2017. Okay, that makes more sense. Look, I know this is an old game. Old, it's 2007 for a Japanese release, but like, that just caught me off guard. Where the carnivorous bookshelf? Thanks, Tips. Wood are you looking at? That would be a hilarious question if I were a tree. Now, are there any treasure chests on the upper floor? Or is it just enemies that are hard to sneak around? Yes. That is an Olivier / what's her name weapon. What is her name? Josette. That's the word. That's what I was looking for. S tablets. Oh, I did not look at the message. Oh, you can just kind of walk right by them. Okay, that's cool. About that damage, just get away from that. I didn't remember going into a different colored door, so I had to double check that. But I think we're safe. I think that's everything. I haven't found an Ingenuity Orbment. I would like to get one of those just to give someone the ability to regen EP out of combat. Like, that would also be a good option for Chloe just to get access to fire abilities too. Hold on, do I have a map? Is this even where I'm supposed to be going? Can I... There's a star door. 400 battles? I have not done 400 battles. Okay, so there's 4 rooms that might have treasure, and the brig cells and the hangar. Well, let's not grab that first. Emerald gem. Chester. I get it. I get it. That's fucking funny. Lebensborn. There still hasn't been a chest that was as funny as there used to be an item here, but now it's gone. That was the funniest chest dialogue. I don't know why I came back to this side. That was the funniest chest dialogue they created. And I'm sad that they're never gonna improve upon that. Gary was here, Ash is a loser. Yeah, that one's also pretty good. Okay, I like this one. Still not as good as the Silent Hill 2 reference, but pretty good. Gold gem. Gold, is that EP cut? Yes. Oh, you have like no EP cuts. Any expensive hello spells? That actually changed. I got Orbital down. Arts defense minus 30 to every end. That could be pretty good. What up, Mutsky? Yes, that is intentional. I will show you exactly why I have it that way. Yeah. I used to have it lined up with the webcam. I mean, maybe... You know what I could probably do? I don't know, am I too much in the middle of the screen now? I didn't want the webcam too far away from the wall, or from the side, but... Yeah, that's actually probably true. Oh. Also, this should be your favorite game because, are you aware of what our green-haired friend is called? I don't actually want to do this fight. Like, out of combat, it definitely looks weird, but... in combat, it feels very necessary. Oh, I didn't go to the brig. It's like who is Vash Cash? Vash the Stampede. Oh, try again. You know what? He kind of does, actually. But here, I'll let you take a look at him. And why I think he might be your favorite character. Actually, let me just fix my windows, because I ruined everything when I tabbed out. Yeah, so this is actually the worst of the Trails games, like, definitively because of that. Not that door. This door. I assume there's got to be loot down here. There is loot down here. Why not open? Oh. Your last name taken. Why? Not this guy. Gilbert, why did this have to happen to me? If I could just have unraveled the mysteries of this world and reported them to Ouroboros, my promotion would have been guaranteed. This is all their fault. Of course it is. All of this is their fault. How in Idios' name did you end up captured here? Also, Kev, I got big news. I've decided to resurrect Uncle Scottle. You? How did you all get in? How did you all get here? Came to laugh at me, didn't you? I bet you did. Well, for one, I streamed on Uncle Scotto yesterday. My brother got me Ghost of Yote for Christmas, so figured I would stream that over there and then continue this over here for now. And then also, since I'm pivoting to also include other content on my YouTube channel, I'm considering renaming the YouTube channel just to kind of... It's not all going to be villains content. So I might just rename it to Uncle Scottle, and then instead of streaming on this Twitch account, just stream exclusively on the other one. But I will think about that. I'll finish at least this playthrough on, or as VG Villains, and then we'll see what I want. Sorry, but we totally forgot you were even here. So what, you got whisked away the same way you ended up in the forest? As a matter of fact, yes. This appears to be another recreation of a real place, just like the Capitol was. But yeah, currently the plan is to stream Ghost of Yote over there, and then when I'm finished with that, probably do Edge of Eternity. Some dweeb also gifted me that one for Christmas. This appears to be another recreation of a real place, just like the Capitol was. And I was starting to take in my surroundings, and I was surrounded by Vogels and knocked up by electric shocks. And when I woke up, I found myself here. Wow, must have been a blast. Seems pretty mentally drained. Hold on, Gilbert. If we mess with the panel over there, we should be able to disable this barrier and get you out of here. Forget it and leave me be. Even if, by some miracle, I manage to make it out of this world, I'll just end up as Lord Campanella's plaything again. As if a guy like me had any real shot of being promoted in Ouroboros. Why did I ever get my hopes up? Ugh. Poor guy's tripped up in a spiral of negativity. Can't help but feel kind of sorry for him. Well, it looks as though staying here any longer will be a waste of our time. We should get back to work. Huh? Wait a second. I thought you were a bracer now. Aren't bracers all about saving people? Bracer's duty is to protect civilians. You, meanwhile, are a member of an illegal group and a wanted criminal. You can't honestly expect we'd feel obliged to protect you. But it doesn't mean I wouldn't be allowed to save you. The guild code does leave a fair amount of room for personal interpretation. If you're specifically refusing my help, however, then I see no reason to play semantics. I never said I didn't want to be helped. Okay, fine. Get rid of this damn bear and get me out of here. Please, I'll do anything. As you wish. You really are a special thing, aren't you? Alrighty then, let's mess with that panel over there and get him out of here. Yeah, it definitely looks interesting. Like, I have heard a lot of negative things about it, but why is my... Why is this menu, like, exclusively hijacking the cursor? But regardless, it should still be a fun time. And 5. It's open! And how is he gonna betray me now? I'm free! I'm free! The goddess has not forsaken me after all. You wouldn't believe he was asking to be left alone a minute ago, would you? Keep in mind, this hardly spells a victory over me, though. Ordinarily, I wouldn't feel compelled to thank my enemies no matter what they did. But I'll make an exception just this once and give you this. I hope you appreciate it. Security card. Hey! Yeah, that's the very latest glorious security card. Something I was given back in the real world before coming here, though, so who knows if it'll actually be of use to you? And that's not my problem. I bid you all farewell. Next time we meet, we will once again be foes. Don't expect any mercy. There he goes. Despite what he said, Kevin, I think we may actually be able to use this security card here. Funny, I was thinking the same thing. If we pass anywhere, it looks like we can use it. Let's give it a whirl. Seal 2. I'll see you in court. Alright, we take 5K. Is that all the loot down here? That's all the loot down here. Should be able to go down to the hangar now. Forgot I was supposed to be reading this. Let's get going. Yeah. Or I forgot I was supposed to be reading it out loud. Yo, what's up, Buster Sword? Can't complain about it. I hope your Christmas was nice as well. Oops. Well, I haven't actually fought any enemies in this. Can you not turn around at the last second and rob my preempt? Thanks. Oh my god. There we go. Leashes full power when HP is low. Tita. We've had many discussions about this. Ooh, we get to do dual strike for free? That's kind of sick. With the extra CP gain, free dual strikes? Oh, except that does... no damage. Joshua, what is wrong with you? Well, it missed. Joshua, Tita's doing... oh, that's... never mind. When I was gearing Joshua, I was like, man, why do his stats suck compared to everyone? This explains a lot. I maybe should have been taking a couple of fights. Maybe let's... maybe let's run back up, take a couple extra fights so that Joshua isn't level 112.
Let's end this.
Prepare to meet the dead.
Yeah, because we're gaining a level every encounter. Tita.
Let's end this.
And 4, 600.
That's that. Let's move out.
We're slowly but surely catching up. I missed a whole ass room of treasure chests? What is wrong with me? Bloody slaughter. Gladiator headbands. Well, it's a good thing I came back then. We got a nice Ren weapon. Missed this one. But you can just attack that one and hit all... I say hit all three. That's a bit of a... it's a bit misleading. Oh, that was not the attack I meant to give him. I I meant to have him, yes. Oh well.
Prepare to meet your king! We did it!
It's a good thing I decided to take one fight. I guess I could have just not had Kevin do anything. In hindsight, Kevin not killing anything would have been the correct decision. One. I don't know if I'm just in mash A range. Not quite.
Well, that takes care of that.
Definitely in mash A range when Joshua has a death card.
Done yet. Not bad.
Need to solve this. It's getting in my way. It doesn't always bug me, but when it does, it's... When my hair does bug me, it's really in the way.
Prepare to meet your king!
Why does this little guy have so much more defense than the big guy?
Not bad.
That's the wrong one. Oops.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Wait, did I get that chest and then just... Did I get that room of chest and then just forget to continue on to the next one? Is that what happens? No, not that room. Oh, we got a new one of these. Yeah, we better kill him before it gets to his turn. That would have been really damn upsetting. Yeah, I did this room and then forgot there was still one more room. Okay.
Not bad.
Alright, well, I guess I'll get one more level just by killing the stuff along the way. Oh, why would it default to that one, you stupid idiot? Still don't think he gets it. Damn.
Not done yet.
I didn't see how much health he had, but it was not much.
We did it!
1384, 12. Yeah, okay. Now the difference is only like 100. I was wondering why Kevin had 300 more art strength than Joshua. And now everything, all of a sudden, makes a lot more sense. So unfortunately, Joshua, if there's a boss right in front of me, Joshua might be a little bit weak. But between Kevin, Chloe, and Tita, I'm hoping that we can still overcome anything. Gahaha! Finally showed up, huh? Oh my. Don? Kyle? Even you guys are being used, huh? That's how it looks. The whole situation's too much for my dumb brain to get a handle on, to be honest. I just know we've got to do what we've got to do. What he said. I don't think there's any point in thinking too hard about it anyway. Better to just get it over with so you can move on. Makes things easier for all parties involved, yeah? Good to see you hanging in there, Joshua. How's that whole trip been working out for you? Very well, thanks. I hear your delivery company has been taken off too. Well, we can't afford to be lazy when we've got a debt to Her Majesty to repay. All the more reason you need to get everything squared away here and get back out to the real world. Can't do it without Josette. Yeah, she's the one who handles all our accounts, you know. If we were forced to make do without her, we'd flop within a month. That sounds about right. We're ready to go on our side. I don't like seeing 6 different circles pop up. That's a lot of shit to fight. Thanks for being so cool about this. Let's get this over with so these guys can move on. Gotcha. Got it. We're not going to be holding back against you, so don't you even think about holding back on us. Let's go. Alright, so what do we got? 18k, 18k, 41k, 32k, no elemental weaknesses. Lines with smoke grenades, fires a giant orbital cannon with reckless abandon.
I hold in my hand the talent of the right actors on.
Let's get Grail Sphere going. Joshua? Oh, you love to see it. 4 confusions. They're poisoning each other. This is going well. Oh, Petita needs to move.
Let's end this.
I hate this game. I don't hate this game. That was just me being momentarily salty. Okay, now Tita can get into Orbital Gear. Oh, that didn't put her in the range for that, did it? It's gonna be unfortunate if she gets hit. Something hit her.
Let's end this.
What is this? This is Joshua. Dream Dual Strike. Oh, let's kill Kyle. Hey, what's up, Marcus? You love the new concept? Thank you so much. Yeah, I was getting a little burnt out on just doing villain analyses, and I realized I had Tita. We talked about this. I realized I had more to talk about, or more that I wouldn't mind talking about, so I wanted to try something new. But yeah, I certainly had a good Christmas. I hope you did as well.
Let's end this.
Enjoyed some nice time with the family. You guys... Who knows if... Oh, Tita's blind. I did not see that Tita was blinded. When did that happen? My wishful thinking of her not... That's fine. Well, someone... I guess we're just gonna use Grail Sphere. What I should have done is just use Chloe's S-Craft.
Well, that takes care of that.
Look at the thumbnail, and I think that might explain what those... what GILAWTTA might mean. Yeah, the games are just the Atelier series and the Disgaea series, but yeah, the thumbnail might have the answer for your question. Phew, you guys are beasts. Ha, and I'm happier for that. Well, goes without saying, but we're just the warm-up act here. We got some real monsters waiting for you ahead, so watch your backs. Oh, and while we'll disappear for now, it seems like we'll be able to remain in this world for a while longer. We should be able to help you out some too. Don't be afraid to call on us if you need it. No, it's just one long acronym, so I just... It was... The full thing was way too long to include in a title, but... I'll have to look at how I formatted it. Maybe it could be... Maybe I can mess with the formatting and see if that'll make it a bit more clear, but that's a later thing. Yeah, it's just games I love and want to talk about, the name of the series. Because its S-craft was strengthened. Does the Bobcat fire a powerful missile in addition to its Gatling guns? Oh, that's just from Josette, I think. Who's almost never going to be in the party. Might not be the real Don and Kyle, but they're just like them. They seem like such nice people. Either way, we should be able to access the forecastle area of the ship now. So let's head there next. Got it. Yeah, the idea of those videos is I take a game that I just really enjoy and I want to focus on... I think I might mold it into something else as I make some more of them, but I take something that one aspect of that game that I want to focus on and just kind of talk about it and why I think that really helped me to appreciate that aspect of the game. But... Oh, it probably unlocked one of the... No, it probably unlocked that one door. I know exactly what door. Should probably take a couple of encounters on the way back just to keep continuing to catch Joshua up. Sure. Again there. It's just a normal 973. What's your strength compared to Chloe? 2120, 1993. Yeah, a couple more levels and you'll be... And I guess in terms of damage numbers, he's not that far behind Kevin. He's only a couple hundred behind Kevin. Those barriers deal damage when you walk into them, so don't walk into them. Also, if you saw me miss that enemy, no you did not. Yeah, the villain videos aren't going anywhere. Well, they might just be a little bit slower to come out, which, frankly, they have been lately anyways, because I've just been a little burnt out on them. And I don't want to keep... And I don't want to force myself to make them if I know I'm just going to make a bad video, so... I figured a break, put out something that's a little more novel to me and that I feel a little more motivated to do right now. And that'll just be better for everyone. I'm not gonna do a bad job putting out videos that I'm not feeling. Yeah, okay, we're up to Josh was up to 1100 on those guys. I think he just leveled. Back here. Yeah, we're back there. What door did we... Oh! It wasn't that door. It wasn't that door. It was... the one on the outside. Oh, 2 Tita turns. You shouldn't have. You'll love to see it. Except it didn't really make much of a difference because that one robot is super tanky. And only Tita has enough strength to sufficiently damage it. Any other circumstances, though, that 2 Tita turns is fantastic. Well, let's just drop a Silver Thorn.
Not bad.
I guess using Chloe's arts is just a much faster way to do this. Yeah, it was that. Alright, let's pop a save. Anything hidden out in the corners here? No. Strike 2. What is strike? Is it gonna be better than whatever Tita's got? Critically strikes with 20% success? I don't know that I want to give her 2 move, though. Maybe we give her strike 2 and then, like... that goes to Heaven's Eye? So I still have Heaven's Eye? It's like, letting Tita critically strike is pretty massive. Oh, these guys can get pushed back. That's just stairs down. No, there's nothing else here. Oh. Oops. I didn't even read what that guy did. We got Curia Bomb. Emergency Puppets. And some Sepith. Ever told you the definition of sanity? I wish I could remember that whole monologue. Something like insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Is Olivier being an idiot again? Always. Always. I have no vocal cords and I must scream. I think that's every... Well, we almost missed a sun door. Darkness is lit by Septium's light, and that light shall act as a guide to all who have lost their way. Present for me all of the mystical gems that contain that light. What? I don't know what that means. The mystical gems that contain that light? Yeah, really not sure what... Okay, this is this area. Real treasure is knowledge. Freeze 2. Nothing after nothing came bursting out. I think this might have been Estelle's room. Maybe this one. One of these two, I think, was where Estelle was locked up in the last game. In the slightly differently colored ship. Okay, well, I think this is the only other, I think this is the final one. Yes. Damn, everyone except Joshua has a better weapon than what I can buy? What the hell? I know I got some accessories. Are any of them better than what I got? Pregnancy puppets, just one of those things. Oh, this fully heals. So it's one of these things except full heal for everything as well. Fighter plus strength 50. No. Okay. Well, let's make a save here. Open door. You about to fight a copy of Weissman? Hold up, we got a pipe organ. I gotta turn this the hell up. Allow me to congratulate you on making it here. Nope. Oh. Haha, quite a surprise to reunite with you all in this way, let me tell you. Fate is a splendidly peculiar thing, is it not? You sure know how to make a guy crack a smile. Came all this way just to give little old me a fight? Maybe we turn that back down a bit. Circumstances as they are, it is good to see you again. Figured you would be the ones waiting for us. Above all, what joy I feel that my most beloved, stunning princess is among your number. The goddess must truly favor me. It's been a while, I see. There's no way we're walking away from this one. Probably no point in saying this, but take it easy on us, okay? As if you, of all people, need us going easy. Your game was up a long time ago, con man. I'd heard many a rumor regarding the church's heretic hunter in the past, but I feared such rumors were almost downplayed after learning he had the strength to slay the Faceless alone. He certainly did a flawless job of deceiving us. I don't believe we have any interest in avenging his death. But it's only right for us to repay our debts, and we certainly owe you one for swindling us. So come on, time to show your true colors and stop playing around. Well, if that's really what you want. There wasn't any point in holding back against you freaks anyway. You got your wish. I hereby acknowledge you as heretics. Let the hunt begin. Haha, that's it! It's exactly what I wanted. You look every bit... Excuse me. You look every bit the monster I'd hoped you were. Just like us. Don't you even think of holding back, kiddo. Not unless you want to end up splattered on the ground. Oh, I wouldn't dream of it at this point. By the time I walked through that door, my resolve was set. If I can't win here, I won't be able to face him. So I'm gonna come at you with all I've got. There's no way in hell I'll lose. My, we've a spectacular performance in store for us, don't we? You're telling me. I'm fired up just thinking about it. And may the curtain rise. Let us begin a carnival for the ages. Illusory and infinite, spectacular and without end. I really need to move Joshua. I don't like this, but I can actually... solve that. Okay, what are we looking at? 53k... 53k, 55k, and 49k. Nobody particularly... What is any special effects? No weaknesses. Guy resist poison. This fight has not been going well. You have Kyria? No. Oh, maybe I should have... Take this.
I hold in my hand the powers of the right that is us.
Now, if I'd been able to get into that from the start, we wouldn't be in half of this mess. You know, who's the one doing all these stupid statuses to us? It's kind of everyone, isn't it? Well, if Chloe ever gets to take a turn... I should really be focusing on one of them. I should have looked at turn order, checked if she was gonna get a turn. Ooh, we got all three of them. Love to see it. Oh, evil eye. Nope. Damn it. No! Lucille just got pushed back out of range. Kevin has Kyria. Well, we may as well work on Blue Blanc then. I don't know why I forgot to actually let him get a natural turn. Death magic. I don't like the implications of that. Okay, that wasn't actually death. Joshua is asleep, which is maybe not the most convenient outcome, but like it's fine, I guess. Oh, Joshua's awake again. Oh, Joshua's not in range of that. I forgot that has a range. Oops. Still fine. Do you have an impede? No. Impede is the one issue. One major issue that this team has. Well, regardless, we've gotten rid of one of them. But this is now going to be quite a lot easier. What does him being fat do? I don't actually know what that status does. Like, what does Wide Kevin do? It's like I'm not noticing direct downsides here. Had to use a couple of heals, but we got there in the end. There's something about all the gemstones for that last sun door. I just got a ruby gem. Ah, underestimated you guys. Oh, I had a lovely time personally. I almost wish it could have lasted a little longer. I think we're fine with stopping here. Seriously. Regardless, you've defeated us, and with that claimed the right to challenge the fourth Guardian. The first to be chosen by the Lord of Phantasma, and the last that you shall face. Defeating him will be no easy task. But hey, you managed to give the three of us a real workout. Don't go screwing up now, or I'm gonna kill you. We won't. I'd rather avoid death at your fists, so count on it. Ah, it appears our time is up. For now, I bid you all farewell. Heh, later. Oh, it's another warp circle. Right, on the other side of that circle awaits this area's final battle. You sure you're ready for this, Joshua? As ready as I'll ever be. Don't hold back for my sake. We can step inside as soon as you guys want. Alright, well, let's go pop a heal. And then we'll pop a save. And we'll go say hi to somebody. Oh, big staircase. Farewell Arena. Where are we? It's like our friends prepped an arena to have our final battle in. It seems that way. I can sense someone waiting for us right at the top of the staircase. Someone really powerful. Let's go. I assume this is gonna be that white-haired guy. Here, let's walk up the slowest possible method. Using the D-pad and no speed up. RP walk. Welcome, orphan of a lost village. Greetings also to you, one who seeks atonement for his past transgressions, a stigma forever at his back. This guy, yeah. The Schwarzritter. Sorry for the wait. Congratulations on moving your pieces this far across the game board. Should you defeat me, the final guardian, the end of this plane will finally be in sight. Of course, that is a very big if. Can I ask you one thing before we begin? Oh? Why? Why do you wear that mask and hide your face from us? Ha! What a foolish question. Because that is the will of my lord. What other reason could there possibly be? The real one. Your reason for being here is that the Lord of Phantasma wanted you to be? I don't doubt that. But you hiding your face from us isn't their will at all. You blame him? You know what? Me too. Enough with the lies. What's up, Abner? That is your YouTube account, right, Abner? Or am I mistaken? Oh, I didn't even see the other message. Yes, it is. Enough with the lies. Didn't show up yesterday because of Clarion. What were you and Clarion doing? Joshua. You all knew, huh? Sorry, my own inability to face reality has only made things harder for everyone. Hey, don't try and shoulder all the blame for this yourself. I think we all had our doubts. I know I did. Indeed. You seem to think you've worked something out, but I haven't got the faintest idea as to what. League. My condolences. You're so sure you're right, why not go ahead and say it? That is, if you feel you honestly have the resolve to do so. I won't. Won't? Why state the obvious when I'll see for myself after cracking that mask to bits anyway? What matters most right now is if we can't defeat you, there's no future for any of us. So right now, I'm just gonna leave you who you really are out of the equation. Not because I'm afraid to face up to the truth, or because I don't know what to do in the face of it. But because I must and will defeat you and overcome this trial before me. You're a hell of a stand-up guy, Joshua. I'd be more than happy to fight alongside you. I'm gonna help you too. I didn't think that was all it took to get your fighting spirit back. Very well then, do as you will. Defeat me and break this mask. Black Dragion. Here we go. My name is Shoresritter, rider of the Black Dragon and guardian of the Abyss. And in accordance to my pact with the Lord of Phantasma, I shall act as your next trial. Let the battle begin. Right. You got it. I forgot to fucking move Joshua. Why did that do 0? Is Joshua just that weak? Wait, who do you think this is? 86.
I hold in my hand the powers of the rights at his authority.
So I'm not actually sure I know who that is. Okay, let's fight the robot instead. It takes a little bit more damage. Oh, no. Scarazad's not in this party, but she is in... She is still a member of the team. Now, is that what Shoresritter translates to? God, this arrangement of this song is so good. That still puts her after everyone. Let's see what you do. You start charging arts. Is actually maybe fine. Oh, that's perfectly okay. That just gets me a full heal. You should be doing arts. Give me a blue ascension over there. We'll barrage there, and then we'll use Joshua's S-Craft. Steal the strength turn so he doesn't get it. Hyper arm shots. A couple people might be about to have a bad time. That did less damage than I thought. I really thought that was going to do a lot more. Ooh, Kevin's got a crit. Let's go. 67. Well, the mech is the weak point.
I'll save you. I hold in my hand the powers of the rights at his authority.
Because the Shoresritter has way too much HP. I mean, I just assume the Shoreswitter is Leon, despite the fact that Leon's dead. Chloe should be able to kill... It's gonna be a long fight, because this guy seems to only take damage from once. And Joshua's dead. I was really hoping he was going to attack anyone except for Joshua. But I was not that lucky.
I hold in my hand the chalice of the right at his austere.
There's no way you can be blinded, is there? I didn't think so. This is such a good arrangement. I know I've said that like 6 times before, but it's so good. Yeah, this is 100% Leon. What am I doing? Arts. Here, I should just full heal everyone now while I have the opportunity. Question is, do the clones have the same incredibly high defense? No. I really wish they would slightly group up a little better. Oh, and then they did slightly group up a little better. Let's go. I believe. I was right to believe. And you're going to attack, and then you're going to do that to get everyone 2 stacks of guard. Joshua's out of EP. Wow, I pushed them back. I pushed them away from each other. It's a little unfortunate. Any extra strength turns? No. Ah, I didn't get this. Oh. Here's the spot that hits all 3. Auto punishment.
Let's end this.
No, you jackass. Come on, we've killed the real one. I think? Oh, this is the fake. No, this is the real one. What the heck? I thought the other one was the real one. I'm apparently not very good at keeping track of these things. I apparently need to level up Joshua's slots more because... he is casting very quickly. He might also just have cast on him. But he has very little EP.
Well done. All right, what's next?
Hey, Joshua gained 3 levels. He's catching up. Finally. Supreme Evil Eye. Let's go. 300 Sepith for everything. Blade Lord's Emblem. I gotta see what that does. Congratulations, you did as you said you would. Broke my mask. You were right then. It really is you. And by Leon, I meant Leon Hart, and Leon Hart is low. I never thought I'd be so lucky to see you again. Not that I can imagine this reunion has much meaning for you at this point. You have no idea. I was scared, I think. I might have been given the chance to meet you again, but I knew from the start it was going to be short-lived. I knew I'd have to go through the pain of losing you a second time, so I tried to pretend I had no idea who you were to avoid it. That's why you ended up with that mask. It was my own weakness and inability to face up to the truth. Right? Precisely that. I was summoned within this world to act as the final strongest guardian, that much you already know. It was the Lord of Phantasma who called me. But they weren't the one who decided I should wear this thing. That was likely all of you. This world changes as a result of one's thoughts and desires. It's not at all impossible for that to be the case. I thought so. Now, thanks to your efforts, my job here is finally done. Heh. To tell you the truth, with that Dragian to support me, I didn't actually expect you to win. Haha, I barely did. With everyone here by my side at that. Well, working with others to achieve a goal isn't a sign of weakness. As for you, Tita Russell, pleased to see you seem to have found a path of your own too. I'm looking forward to seeing how well you can compare to the 13 factories. I'll try my best. Though I feel like my reason for working on the orbital gear is kinda selfish. Deep down, everyone is selfish to at least some degree. That's nothing to be ashamed of. Just follow your heart and do what you believe in. Thank you. So, Kevin Graham. You finally have complete confidence in your theory? Yep. Every last shred of doubt in my mind is gone. I'll make sure everyone you care about gets home safe and sound. You can count on it, Lo. In that case, count on you I shall. I think this goes without saying, but the Lord of Phantasma is no ordinary foe. This won't be easy for you, but don't mistake what you need to do. Thanks. I'll take the warning to heart. I guess this is it, huh? I'm afraid so. Finally returned to where I belong. Yeah. I delivered your sword to Karen, by the way. Thank you. Don't worry about us. We'll be resting in peace together. Well, Joshua? Yeah. Goodbye, Lo. Better not be another boss fight on this plane. That is the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, that is the 13th boss fight on this plane. Joshua? Fine. This was always how this is gonna end. Besides, the last time I lost him, all I did was act like a child who couldn't let go and worry him in his final moments. This time, I was actually able to properly say goodbye. Yeah. Well, I've done what I needed to now. Leave everything to you now, Kevin. No problem. Now that we've defeated the final Guardian, that path along the scenic route should now be open. Let's head on over. The one leading to the Royal Villa, right? Got it. Hey, where did the warp circle go? What? Well, that's foreboding. Actually, thinking about it, it's possible it was this door that was here first and the warp appeared later and took its place. That would make sense. All is one and one is all begins with one, and in the end it returns to one. Only when you've released all of the other doors shall this one open. All of the other doors. Store 14. I'm only missing one door. Well, I'm only missing the location of one door. Let me clarify. Why am I walking back? I think south is towards the next plane. Yeah. Missed. Well, once again, we're in for some fun times up ahead. Telling what it could be, but we'll have to walk through here eventually. Just take a deep breath and step inside, I guess. What? How did we end up back here? Looks like there's some kind of condition for advancing into the next area in this case, too. I think we might actually need to have Reese with us. Reese? How come her? If my other theory is right, I think it is. This is a fairly safe deduction to make. Still, the fastest way is to be... Maybe there's no sneeze coming, maybe we're good. Still, the fastest way to be sure is to give this a whirl. Let's get Reese and have her come with us. Alright, Joshua, you are becoming Reese. Okay. And we're gonna make sure Reese is tricked out. Reese, you are now a cat girl. I want to remove Ren's gear because I do want to use Ren again. We'll remove a couple certain things from Richard, though. But you have Septium Vein. Okay. I will remove a couple certain things from Richard. Proceeds to fucking remove everything. Reese. Only have Mirage Quartz here. I may as well give you hits. Onyx gem. What else do I actually care to give her? Septium Vein, I guess? I don't know. Ooh, almost. Because it doesn't matter if I take a fight. Actually, let's go back. I do want to take this fight for 1 second. First, I want to... Okay, we're good.
Come on, everyone. Well, that takes care of that.
Yeah, that did give Reese quite a bit of experience. Because Reese is missing a lot of EP. No one's fallen CP either. Whatever.
Go! Stand down!
Brother resisted death? I didn't know you could just do that.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I did that one because they give me a lot of red Sepith. But, alright, let's head Where? I knew it. Where are we now? This doesn't look like Herb Royal Villa. Oh, you're right. Wait, isn't that the church's emblem? Kevin. Welcome to Astor House, the place where Reese, Rufina, and I grew up together. Chapter 6, End. Chapter 7, The Distant Flames. Astor House. This is only a copy of Astor House, yes? But it looks so... Yeah, I can barely bring myself to accept it's not the real thing. Everything from the feel of the earth underfoot to the smells in the air are just like the real thing. Yeah. This is where the two of you grew up? Judging by the emblem at the entrance, I take it this is a facility operated by the Septian Church? That's right, it's what's called a gospel facility. Think of them as a cross between an orphanage and a monastery. See. So that means you must be... Well, no reason to dance around it, so yep, I'm an orphan. How I came to be here is a story best saved for another day. Feels weird being back here again, though. It's been about 5 years. 5 very long years. Well, anyway, we're bound to find some kind of clue as to how to get to the 7th plane somewhere in here. You guys up for having a look around the area with me? Yeah, let's go. This is the only time it didn't immediately go into a flashback at the start of a new chapter. Every other chapter's had a flashback to... usually Kevin and Rufina. What's this room? This is the living room where we used to have all of our meals. Just don't make the mistake of thinking it was a warm place like Mercia Orphanage. The matron here was a stubborn old sister who was as strict as could be. Every mealtime we had to pray so much that our stomachs had given up on getting fed by the end of it, and we got yelled at for the tiniest thing. Oh, I see. You deserved it all, in my opinion. You never did as you were told and caused her nothing but grief. Okay, I'll admit that's probably accurate, but still. As you can probably guess, this right here's the kitchen. This is where the older children of the facility did the cooking. It was also Reese's favorite place to sneak into whenever she had a hankering for some food. Kevin! That brings back memories of Matron Teresia's orphanage. Daniel and Polly used to do that too. Maybe they still do. It's so sweet. Please don't take everything he says at face value. Well, anyway. This was always Rufina's turf back when she was still here. She was always out here around mealtime making food for me, Reese, and the other kids. After she left, Reese and I took over her position. That brings back memories. Of course, then you left too, leaving me to handle it all alone. The mere thought aggravates me. In fact, I think you should whip up something right now to make up for your selfishness. Yes, ma'am. I'll make you something later. The only thing less reliable than a promise with later attached to the end is one said by you. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Man, no faith in me, huh? Whose room is this? This is the matron's room. No one's here now, though. Yeah. By the way, Reese, how is the matron these days? She's fine. Her injuries weren't lasting. She hasn't had the energy she used to ever since retiring, unfortunately. She really wanted to see you again, Kevin. She did, huh? This here's the kids' bedroom. I slept here back when I was first taken in before graduating to the boys' bedroom. You never really did mix well with the other children. Rufina had such a hard time trying to get you to make friends with them. It was a real ordeal for her, you know. Yeah, I know. I was like a little hedgehog who didn't want to let anyone get near back then. Feel sorry for everyone who had to put up with me. Still amazed you even bothered trying to be friendly. Well, I knew you were only playing tough. Like that time with Rufina and the chocolate. Stop. We're not hearing that story here. What happened? Well, Tita, I do know what happened. This is the boys' bedroom, where I slept until I was about 10 years old. Technically, the boys and girls weren't supposed to enter one another's bedrooms. That never stopped Reese here from doing it all the time, though. What he neglects to mention is that it was his fault I did so. What else was I supposed to do when he slept in every morning he was on cleaning duty? Well, you could have just knocked on the door until I got up. But then I'd disturb the other boys who were sleeping, which would have been unfair. They weren't the ones shirking their duties. It was 100% your fault. Fine, fine, whatever you say. This here's the girls' bedroom. The place where Rufina spent her nights. Same for you eventually, too, Reese. I even used to sleep with her from time to time. Her bed was always cozy and smelled really nice. It was much nicer than sleeping in my own. After she left here, oops, I bet you were jealous. Ha, you bet. I was at the time, I'll admit. Oh, I thought you'd be a bit more flustered than that. Shouldn't have bothered saying anything. Give me a break. Huh? This is a side entrance that only opens from the inside. We can't get in from the outside. Yeah, if we want to get into the chapel, we're gonna have to go through the front. Door's locked. Figures. Is it locked? Yeah. Well, whatever. We can keep poking around. Is that not everything? Have I not explored everywhere? The well. There's an empty well. We used to get our drinking water out of here. We had no fancy orbital pumps either. We did it all using a good old-fashioned bucket with string attached. It was a nightmare. Tell me about it. We'd go out on winter mornings and come back with our hands numb and red raw. Looking back on the whole experience now, it was fun in its own way. Huh, I guess it was. Am I missing... Is this door open now? No. Did I miss a room in the other? No, we went there. The kid's bedroom, the boy's bedroom, the girl's bedroom. Oh, I was just supposed to return to here after having explored everything. There's no sign of anything in there. Last hope seems to be the chapel. So it seems. What is it, Kevin? Hey, Reese. You were the one responsible for cleaning the chapel that day, right? What day? On Astor House's final day? When Rufina died? Kevin? That was what I was told when I went to visit the matron afterward, at least. Well, were you? Yeah. Was. Why? I thought so. Check your pockets, Reese. I'm pretty sure the chapel key is in one of them. Huh? Can't be. Is that the key? Wait. Is this another case of this world making thoughts reality? Honestly, I wasn't entirely sure you'd find it in there. But in all the other areas on this plane, there was always a reason to take the person we needed with us. This just goes to show that you really were meant to come here, Reese. But no, as disbelieving as I am, this is definitely the chapel's key. I suppose all we can do right now is try to go inside. Yeah. Door is locked. Before we go in here, Reese, there's something I should warn you about. Once we step through that door, there will be no going back. You're gonna find out the truth about what happened that day. All of it. Won't like it. Sure you're ready for what you're about to find? I'm more than ready. All these years, I've never quite been able to accept what happened here. The life I thought I knew was just suddenly came to an end with all of us getting moved to other places, and I still don't even know why. I even tried to come back here just before beginning my training to become a squire, but it had already been demolished. I've been ready for a long time. I want to know the truth. More than anything, I feel like knowing will let me get closer to you and Rufina. Okay. Let's head on in then. Right. The rest of us wait outside for this? No. Actually, I'd prefer if you came in with me. This is relevant to you guys too, in a sense. What are we learning in here? Like, am I wandering into Silent Hill? Are we in the other world now? Like, what is Kevin expecting? It all started 5 years ago. A Jaeger Corps someone had hired took this place over out of nowhere. By the way, how much do you remember that day, Reese? Just so I know. I just remember a group of men in black forcing their way through the gate and charging in here. They tied everyone up, took the matron up to the second floor, and then... next thing you knew, you were in a bed in the hospital in town, right? After which you found out that Rufina and I had come to rescue everyone. that she had died in the process. That about right? Mm-hmm. Just what happened, Kevin? All I've heard is that was the work of someone who opposed the church. But I haven't had a chance to meet you since then, much less to ask you about it. Tried asking Instructor Selnut, but she wouldn't say a word. That doesn't surprise me. Gralsritter's commander can't admit this orphanage was being used as a smokescreen for an artifact that needed sealing away. What? Here we go. A secret passage. Wait. There was an artifact here, you don't mean... Yep. Below here is a primal ground used to seal artifacts away. Just like the one under Gransel Cathedral. Long-ass staircase. I'm sure you remember. The day it all happened, Rufina and I were due to come back here for the first time in a while. We're both coming from different places we've been sent, so we wanted to meet up in town and come the rest of the way together. But then her train was delayed, leaving me in town to wait for her alone. That was when I got word of what happened. All I could think that was you and the other kids were... All I could think that was that you and the other kids were... All I could think was that you... Holy moly. Was that you and the other kids were in danger, and so I decided to try and take out the Jaegers here alone. They weren't all that experienced, so fighting them wasn't even hard for a squire like me. Before long, I was able to disable them all and free the matron and the other kids. So I thought, you were nowhere to be seen. I asked the other kids where you were. They told me one of the other Jaegers had taken you somewhere else and that you were unconscious. Looked frantically all over the place, all over trying to find you before eventually stumbling across this place. As for how, you remember how you didn't have your ribbon in your hair when you woke up, Reese? I do. What does that have to do with anything? Found that ribbon in front of the secret passage we've just gone through. And there were new footprints near it too. Made it easy to find the entrance. Oh. Anyway, after getting in here, I made my way down this staircase in pursuit of the Jaeger that had taken you. Hey, Reese. Do you remember what I was like back when you first met me? Yeah. I was still young at the time, but it's as fresh as if it were only yesterday. You looked like you'd been swallowed by blackness, like there wasn't a single thread of hope bound to you. It was scary. I kept wondering what must have happened to you, what you must have seen to make you end up that way. What must have happened to me, huh? Rufina seemed like she knew. Before I met you, I killed my mom. Okay. What? Maybe killed isn't the right expression. Not like I directly did it. I still let her die, though. Still got a responsibility for what happened. Growing up, it was basically me and my mom for the most part. My father showed his face from time to time, but not that much. From what I understand, he had another family elsewhere. But even without him, she did her best to look after me on her own. I loved her dearly. Kids in the neighborhood used to make fun of me for how I talked, which I got from her, but I just beat them up most of the time. She was always kind, she loved cooking, and yeah, I thought the world of her. When I was 7, my father, who had all the money in the world, chose to abandon her. At the best of times, she was always a frail person, and after that she grew more and more despondent. Her health suffered. Tried everything a kid could do to cheer her up, but nothing I did worked. During one winter's day when she must have finally had enough, she came over while I was sleeping and tried to strangle me. Jesus. Fucking. What the hell? So sorry, Kevin. I failed as your mother. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. It's this way. It's this way the two of us can... I guess she figured that if we were both gonna suffer, we might as well take the easy way out as a family. But I wouldn't let her take me with her. Before I knew what I was doing, I'd pushed her aside and ran barefoot out into the snow. Wandered around for a while after that. Couldn't understand what had happened or what she'd been trying to do. Eventually I could feel myself getting hungry. I thought that maybe she'd been able to clear her head. Made my way back home, nervous as could be, and... Sorry for making you listen to all this. Still, I think that's probably when it happened. When my stigma was carved inside me. What? Inside, yeah, stigmas are weird. Joshua had a stigma in the last game, but it was like a man-made stigma. Weissman like carved it into him. Ah, that's your angle, I see. No, I think of all people, I think Kevin might be the one that least applies. Well, second least applies to after Olivier. But where are we? Unless it's all a cover-up, who knows? Maybe he's overcompensating with all his flirting. I had no idea there was a place like this under Gransel Cathedral. This was where I finally caught up to the Jaeger who had you with him. Probably didn't think anyone was going to come after him. The second he saw me, he panicked, and putting his gun down, he ran over to this pedestal right in front of us. On it was the artifact that required sealing away I mentioned earlier, the Spear of Loa. What's the Spear of Loa? A malignant spear that transforms the body of its wielder into that of a monster. It's hard to believe something like that could be a gift from the goddess, right? In any case, the cornered Jaeger grabbed it and used it. didn't stand a chance. Much as I tried, I wasn't any match for the inhuman monster before me. He knocked me to the ground and went to raise the spear against the still unconscious you. That's all it took. Stigma drew all of the spear's power from it into itself, and blasted it magnified countless times over into the Jaeger's body. The result wasn't even a battle. Our precious home became a slaughterhouse. By the end, he wasn't even recognizable, just thousands of lumps of flesh strewn all over the floor. After defeating him, my Stigma's power was still coursing through my body. I'd never experienced anything like that before. I'd lost complete control of myself. At this point, Rufina arrived, and she seemed to understand exactly what had happened. Using her bowgun and Templar sword, she was able to separate me from you and prevent me from doing you any harm. And then... I returned to my senses. I was in her arms, dumbfounded. Her body was full of holes all over, but she hugged me as tightly as she could. That's when she drew her last breath. Oh. There it is. The truth you wanted. It wasn't that I couldn't save Rufina. I was the one who killed her. My own hands, right in front of you. But you didn't... I didn't want to, maybe not, but that's just an excuse. If I'd been able to control my Stigma's power instead of letting it consume me and fill me with bloodlust, it wouldn't have happened. If I wasn't so weak, she'd still be alive today. That's not all either. Looking at her standing before me at that moment, she reminded me of my mother. She reminded me of Mom when she came to strangle me. Suddenly, this feeling of betrayal welled up inside me, this desire for revenge, so I filled her full of spears. I loved them both. I wanted to protect them both. Huh. What did I do? I killed them both. Me. Why did you... Why did I what? Why didn't you tell me this before? 5 years apart, and this is the first time you're telling me this? Sorry. I know I should have done it earlier. But now I have, and I'm ready for the consequences. So go on. If you want to avenge her, do it. If anything, it would make me happy if you did. You're so stupid. What are you... Think I want to avenge her? That's not why I'm angry at all. Have you shouldered a burden that great all this time on your own? We're family, Kevin. Why didn't you ever talk to me? Why didn't you ever let me hug you? Why didn't you let me do anything to help you? Reese. I finally understand. Always thought you were hunting down heretics as some kind of atonement for letting Rufina die. But that's not it at all, is it? Come on, Reese. I finally understand. You don't want to atone for anything. You don't want to get rid of your sense of guilt at all. You... That's right. He wants to be punished for what he did. Sorry, just finishing up my notes. Oh. Why now, of all times? Haha! You have my congratulations on making it this far. Beyond here lies the 7th plane, the place of my birth and the foundation of all planes hereafter. Thought so. And judging by how we have to go through here to get there, I was right, wasn't I? Right about what? Allow me to ask you once again. So, Kevin Graham, do you really want to see the face underneath this mask? Damn right I do. It's time to take that creepy mask thing off and show us who you really are. Rufina Argent. With pleasure. The fuck? Rufina? I've missed you dearly, Reese. And as for you, Kevin, I'm impressed you were able to work out my real identity. It wasn't hard. I had a feeling from the start. The answer was right in front of my face the whole time, and your every taunt should have made me that much more sure. The only reason I couldn't be until now was because I didn't want to accept the truth. White, you always were a weakling. You can imagine how surprised I was when you were able to defeat my strongest knights. Talking about the Blade Lord? What connection does he even have to you anyway? I met him through my work, about 6 years ago. We were enemies at the time, but we managed to reach a compromise of sorts. He felt he owed me a debt for as much. Alright, so you ended up summoning him in order to have him repay it? It's a crafty move, but that's not so out of character for you. Haha. Flattery won't get you anywhere. Still, now that you've made it this far, I assume you understand what I'm trying to do? Yeah, and I'm ready. Take me away. Wait, what are you two talking about? I would have thought you worked the answer to that out already, Reese. Do you recall what I said before? Kevin wants to be punished. But then you... I was born here in order to give him the punishment he strives for with his every breath. It was to that end that I recreated Phantasma into its current form and welcomed all of you here. All of this was a result of Kevin's desires. He wanted this to happen. You're lying. Sorry, she isn't. I couldn't tell you why it all actually happened. But what she says is true. No. The 7th plane is likely somewhere made for the express purpose of punishing me over and over. A fitting hell for someone who let his own mother die and killed Rufina to suffer and rot. And once I'm dropped down there, this'll all be over. But that's not right. Reese. What do you think you're doing, Reese? It's not a very nice thing to do to your sister. Shut up. You're not my sister. My sister would never do something like this. Never. Reese. Promise me, Kevin. You promised me that you'd never do anything that would make Rufina sad. So what do you think you're doing? How can you believe sacrificing yourself for everyone would make her happy? Reese, stop. Who are you to say it wouldn't? I might not be the real Rufina, but I'm a very close copy of her. If Kevin wants to be punished, why wouldn't I want to give him his wish? Because that's not how Rufina was at all. She'd never indulged something like that, not in 1,000 years. Think back to when you first met us, Kevin. You'd given up on the world like you just wanted to disappear, but did she let you do that? No. She forced chocolate down your throat and dragged you right back into the real world, even when you didn't want to, whether you liked it or not. She... Well, this is a surprise. Grown a lot more than I was expecting if you're able to talk back to me. Stop talking to me as if you're my sister. You are not, and I won't stand for you defiling her any further. Well, if that's how you want to do things, perhaps I should invite you in Kevin's place. Me. No. The rest of you can stand by and watch. Ugh. No. Reese, stop this, Rufina. She's got nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but she has. Consider this another part of your punishment. After all, she suffers for all eternity in your place. It's gonna make your suffering all the more potent, isn't it? Please. Go ahead and do your worst. Oh? Reese. Drop me wherever you like. I'll live. I'm never gonna let Kevin be alone again. I will come back to him. Haha. Fighting words, my sweet sister. We shall see whether you can make good on them. Kevin? Hey. Hey, Reese. Up. Kevin? You okay? Feeling any pain? No, I'm okay. I think. But why are you... I fell through that crack alone? So why are you... Big dummy. Me? What were you thinking with all that taunting? Go ahead and do your worst? Drop me wherever you like, I'll live? Just how do you know you live? Oh right, you don't. But... You're a squire, aren't you? A rookie like you with no experience or proper judgment has no business making calls that put her own safety at risk. If you can't promise to never do that again, then you and I both know you're not cut out to be part of the Gralsritter. It's probably what I should be saying anyway, but it'd be real rich coming from me, huh? So I'll let you off with that little bop there. Huh? Look around us. This is it, the 7th plane. Wow. Gehenna. Gehenna. Yep, it's just like the Testaments brought to life. I'm the one responsible for bringing it all. Oh. After all, if there's one place that's possible, it's Phantasma. I don't know how Rufina came back, but she did, with both memories and personality intact. And now I have the good fortune of being punished by one of the very few people I wronged. I really couldn't think of a more fitting punishment for a bastard like me. Everything she said was dead on, more than anything I wanted to be punished. I figured that by accepting that punishment, all of this would be done and everyone else could go back to their lives. I thought I could be just like her, sacrificing my own life so everyone else could be saved. But that wouldn't make me like her at all, would it? No. She might have given up her life to save ours. But that wasn't because she was happy to throw her life away to protect someone else's. It was because she saw literally no other option. Me unconscious, she didn't even have the choice to retreat. There was no way out of the situation without one of the three of us losing our lives. It's the only reason she chose to do what she did. Yeah. She was never the kind of person who would praise self-sacrifice as some kind of virtue. She'd only ever accept it as an option if all the others had been exhausted and it was truly the only way. Right, but this time that's not the case. You're here, I'm here, all of our friends are here. If we put our heads together, I'm sure we could have found another way out of here. One where no one would have to die. You must have realized that. Yet you tried to take the easy way out, didn't you? I hate to say it, but yeah, I did. It's a pretty shameful thing for a Dominion to be doing, huh? See, I've got no right to be criticizing you. I'm even less fit to be a knight than you. Still, standing around lamenting my own failings isn't gonna get us anywhere. So if you're up for walking, let's get ourselves out of here. Come again? What are you looking so surprised for? You didn't think I was gonna stay here and accept being punished for all eternity, did you? Well, either that or stay here and wait for Rufina to show up again. Listen here, Reese. I'm not gonna deny that there's a part of me, a big part, that wants to be punished for what I did. Or that there's a part of me that was overjoyed to see Rufina again, however it came to be. But I'm not alone down here. You're here with me, and believe me, that changes everything. As long as you're here, I'm not staying in this hellhole a second longer than I have to. We're getting out of here, you and me, no matter what it takes. Right. Right.
Stay alert.
Ooh, the battle music on this plane is so sick. Oh, that's peak.
Let's end this. Stay alert. This ain't it.
I knew Trail's music was good, but god damn. Surprise attack, and we still get the turn priority. Let's not get surprise attacked.
Take that.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Oh, we got a new S rank. Or S break. S rank. New S break for presumably Reese. Which I have to assume is simply just stronger. Tabernaculum. The chest is empty. Well, what the heck? That's... interesting. It gives a bunch of art strength. This is my funny, witty, empty chest message.
Sorry.
It's a shame the battles are so quick. All these chests just say empty. What the hell? Did they run out of writers? Are they out of budget? My defense 1706. I could lose 100 defense, gain 1,000 arts defense. Or I could just gain 300, 400 defense, 350 defense. But then Reese is no longer a cat girl. I think I'll just take the extra defense. Oh, this guy seems to always know what direction we are.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace. Goddess, my thanks.
Rag! Kevin Graham, you son of a bitch. How dare you? What? One of the heretics I killed, huh? Damn right I am. I'm Owen. The first of so many lives you claimed. But Owen? He was a bishop in the Congregation for Divine Worship. He was also the one who hired those Jaegers to attack Astor House, all as a pathetic act of revenge after being exiled for corruption. Him? Like he says, he was my first target after taking up my role as a heretic hunter. Huh. Never thought I'd have the chance to see your ugly mug again. How does it feel to crawl around in this flaming pit for all eternity, unable to even die to break free from it all? It's hot. It hurts. I hate it. I hate it. It's hot. I hate it. I hurt, hate. Help me, hot, hate, pain, hate, help, hot, hate, help, hate, hot, help, help. You get the idea. Huh, what a pitiful sight you are now. Well, hey, I guess you've suffered enough that I can put you out of your misery. No more heat or suffering for you, just a quick death and eternal rest as Grimoire. All of a sudden, there's 3 of them.
Go!
I was like 2 pixels closer. Not 2 pixels. If I was a tiny bit closer.
Let's end this.
Here, let's give me a couple of turns of invulnerability. They're just making this fight easier for me. Oh, that was not the one I meant to use, but whatever, it's good enough.
Let's end this.
Oh, except I need to move somebody away.
Let's end this. Sorry.
Okay, I thought that was gonna
You had
hurt a lot more when they exploded. Kevin. Alright, let's keep this up. I doubt we're near the exit just yet. We can't dawdle here for too long.
No way!
Take that!
Stupid Kevin.
No way!
And just turns guarded.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Take that! Sorry. But you had to die.
I will say, I really like Reese as a character. Don't explode, do you? No.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Every time I hope for something amusing. But
Take that!
the chest is empty.
Goddess, my thanks to
Holy.
go! Die!
Let's end this.
There's quite a lot of enemies.
Take that!
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Didn't even give me that much experience. What the hell? Found Vajra. The chest is empty. Vajra, defense. Arts defense. Yeah. You weren't supposed to be able to see me. How did you do? How are you doing this? You just like beelined for me.
O pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Wobbly rainbow.
Take that!
One thing I should do, I should just use some of these just to learn the recipes. I'd already learned that recipe. Well, let's try Queenly Cookie. 0.
Good job. Keep
I
it
didn't
up.
appear to learn those recipes. Maybe the ones that you use... Maybe the offensive ones already... You just automatically learn. Or maybe I don't have that one on, actually. Maybe I just thought I did.
Let's end this.
Maybe I just thought I had that one on, but I've just been getting good at sneaking up on enemies so they didn't see me. Chest is empty. Nice tricks, bozo. That's true, it is. There's 16 different characters now. I haven't used all of them. Yeah, Now I have that equipped. Gah! Rah! Please, let me eat you. I'm so hungry. This bothers me an unreasonable amount. The text is centered on the screen, except it's left justified, not center justified. So like it's centered, but it's not like centered. Child. His name's Elmer. He was a young boy turned into a flesh-eating monster by a fanatical devil-worshipping cult. They did it all through a ritual involving artifacts. I tried everything I could to save him, every kind of thaumaturgy I could think of, but eventually the only option was to put him out of his misery. No. I can, right? You both look so tasty. So go on. Won't hurt. You didn't deserve this, kid. But I'm not gonna blame Idios either. If you want to resent someone, resent me. So, let me put you to peace a second time. No, I don't want to die. I just don't want to be hungry anymore. Do that so the enemy doesn't get a crit turn.
Let's end this. Sorry, but you had to die.
Sorry, but you had to die. Huh. I didn't want to get out of bed for a week after that one. The time's changed. This is practically another day for me now. Kevin. Why? Why have you been trying to deal with all this on your own all this time? You could have at least talked to me. Chose the path I walked by myself, Reese. What right do I have to drag others down with me? Especially you. Nah, that's not why I didn't talk to you about it at all, is it? I think more than anything, I was afraid. I didn't want you to see me trying to hurt myself, to punish myself. I was afraid that if you did, the bond between us would be severed forever, and that thought alone was too much to bear. Yeah, but that was the real reason. Right. You're stupid. You're the stupidest person I've ever met. Couldn't you use something a little more affectionate? I called you a dummy before, right? That one's cute. Although I guess being stupid suits me. Dummy. Blockhead, you half-wit. That's an impressive collection of insults you got in stock. Okay now, Reese? Fine. You don't need to worry about me. I'll do all I can to get us out of here. I don't want you to worry about me. I want you to rely on me. Okay. Alright, I think this is where I'm going to call it for the night. I feel like we got, like, I don't know. I guess it depends on how long all the doors are, because I've got like 10 doors left, so maybe, I don't know, maybe there's still like another 5, 6 streams left. Maybe another 6 or 7 streams. But we'll have to see. But thanks everybody for hanging out. It is... what is it today? It's Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday. I will be back on Tuesday with more trails. GG's. Yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday continuing more of this. Probably finish this plane, and I assume there's going to be another dungeon after this. Probably finish this plane and then just start working on doors because there's 400,000 of them. I'll have to do some grinding. Maybe I'll do it offline because I need 400 battles for one of the doors. Fortunately, I don't think there's a counter for that anywhere unless I'm missing something, but regardless. Thanks everybody for hanging out. And we will hope to see you on, what did I just say? On Tuesday. So peace and have a good night.